have a special call. I don't know who it is. Let's see. Oh my goodness. How are you?
Hey,
oh my god.
Robert, how you doing?
Just when Meghan Markle thought she had found the perfect moment to relaunch herself with a splash, Prince William delivered what can only be described as a masterclass in royal timing. The future king didn't just steal her thunder, he completely obliterated it with one perfectly orchestrated television appearance that left the former actress absolutely seething. Here's what went down. Meghan had been planning this Netflix poster reveal for weeks, carefully calculating when to drop her latest promotional material for what industry insiders are already calling her swan song with the streaming giant. She picked what she thought was the ideal moment, when royal news was relatively quiet and she could dominate the headlines with her upcoming cooking show. But then William struck with surgical precision. On the exact same day that Meghan's team released that lackluster poster showcasing her latest Netflix venture, the Prince of Wales appeared via video message on Dancing with the Stars, the hugely popular American television show that millions tune into every week. And this wasn't just any random appearance. This was a heartfelt message to contestant Robert Irwin, the son of the late Steve Irwin, who had to miss the Earthshot Awards to compete on the show. The timing was absolutely devastating for Meghan's camp. Sources close to the situation reveal that Meghan was less than pleased when William's surprise television moment completely wiped her carefully planned publicity push off the front pages. One insider described her reaction as furious when she realized that instead of talking about her Netflix poster, America was buzzing about the future king's compassionate gesture toward a beloved television personality. What makes this even more brutal is how effortlessly William managed to capture the American audience's attention. While Meghan has been desperately trying to establish herself as a major player in Hollywood for years, William achieved more positive American press coverage with one heartfelt video message than she's managed in months of calculated publicity moves.
We're missing you, Robert. Whilst your twinkle toes are going off elsewhere, I need you down here.
Oh my goodness.
Whitney, you need to get him in as much glitter as you can.
Listen,
Okay, whoa.
The contrast couldn't have been starker. On one side, you had Meghan's static poster promoting what Netflix staff are reportedly calling a dud of a series that they can't wait to get shot of. On the other, you had the future king showing genuine kindness and humanitarian spirit, connecting with American audiences in a way that felt authentic and meaningful. This wasn't just bad timing for Meghan, this was strategic warfare at the highest level. Palace insiders suggest that William's team has become increasingly sophisticated at countering Sussex publicity attempts. They've learned from previous incidents, like when King Charles and Queen Camilla's surprise appearance on American Idol generated massive positive coverage and completely dominated the news cycle. Now William was using the same playbook, and it was working perfectly. The message was clear. While Meghan struggles to maintain relevance with cooking shows and lifestyle content, the working royals continue to demonstrate why they remain the most fascinating and respected members of the royal family.
You've got a seriously good chance of winning it, so just the best of luck on the show.
Means the absolute world. Thank you so much.
And for Meghan, watching her carefully planned moment get completely overshadowed must have been absolutely devastating. But that was just the beginning of her nightmare week. Let's talk about just how spectacularly underwhelming Meghan's Netflix poster launch actually was, because the contrast with William's effortless success makes it even more painful to watch. This wasn't the triumphant return to relevance that Meghan had clearly envisioned. This was what industry experts are calling one of the most lackluster promotional launches in recent memory. The poster itself tells the whole story. There's Meghan, attempting to look domestic and relatable in what appears to be a carefully curated kitchen setting, promoting what Netflix executives are privately referring to as her final outing with the streaming platform. The messaging feels forced, the styling looks overdone, and the whole thing screams of desperation rather than confidence. What's particularly telling is how Netflix handled the launch. Normally, when a major streaming platform is excited about upcoming content, they roll out a comprehensive marketing campaign. There are press releases, social media campaigns, magazine spreads, and coordinated publicity efforts designed to generate maximum buzz and anticipation. But for Meghan's show, cricket sounds. Netflix essentially dumped the poster online with minimal fanfare and moved on. No major press push, no coordinated media blitz, no attempts to secure magazine covers or prime television interview slots. The silence from Netflix's marketing department speaks volumes about their expectations for this project. Industry insiders reveal that the streaming giant has essentially given up on Meghan's content performing well. They've already shifted their energy and resources to other projects, like the incredibly successful Victoria Beckham documentary, which demonstrated exactly how to create compelling lifestyle content that actually resonates with audiences. The comparison between Victoria Beckham's Netflix success and Meghan's struggles is particularly brutal. Beckham delivered authentic, engaging content that viewers actually wanted to watch. She understood her audience, stayed in her lane, and created something genuinely entertaining without trying to lecture or position herself as some kind of lifestyle guru. Meghan, on the other hand, seems to have completely misread what audiences want from her. The poster promises more of the same pretentious lifestyle content that has consistently failed to connect with viewers. It's the kind of aspirational domestic perfection that feels completely disconnected from reality, especially coming from someone who famously struggled to follow basic royal protocol. What makes this even more embarrassing is the timing. Meghan chose to launch this poster on what she thought would be a quiet news day, hoping to dominate the conversation. Instead, she ended up looking like she was trying too hard, while William effortlessly captured America's attention with genuine warmth and charisma. The poster launch also revealed just how isolated Meghan has become in Hollywood. There were no celebrity friends posting supportive messages, no industry figures rallying around her project, no organic buzz or excitement from her supposed network of influential contacts. It was just Meghan, a poorly received poster, and the growing realization that her Netflix partnership is rapidly approaching its inevitable conclusion. And with William's perfectly timed television appearance stealing all the oxygen from her promotional efforts, this lackluster launch became an even bigger disaster than anyone could have predicted. But the real drama was just getting started. What Prince William accomplished with his Dancing with the Stars appearance was nothing short of a masterclass in soft diplomacy and public relations brilliance. While Meghan was fumbling around with static posters and failed publicity attempts, William demonstrated exactly why he's being hailed as the monarchy's secret weapon in the battle for American hearts and minds. The Robert Irwin connection was pure genius. For those who don't know, Robert is the son of the beloved late Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter who captured American audiences' hearts for years. When Robert had to miss the Earthshot Awards to continue competing on Dancing with the Stars, William could have simply sent a formal message or ignored the situation entirely. Instead, he chose to record a personal video message that was broadcast to millions of American television viewers during one of the country's most watched entertainment shows. The message wasn't just professional courtesy, it was warm, genuine, and showed exactly the kind of compassionate leadership that Americans respect and admire. The impact was immediate and devastating to Meghan's hopes of dominating the news cycle. Social media exploded with positive reactions to William's appearance. American viewers who might not normally pay attention to royal news were suddenly talking about how classy and genuine the future king appeared. Comments poured in praising his kindness, his obvious respect for the Irwin family, and his natural charisma on camera. This wasn't just good publicity. This was the kind of authentic connection that money can't buy and publicists can't manufacture. William managed to showcase the best qualities of the modern monarchy while simultaneously demonstrating why he's perfectly positioned to lead the royal family into the future. The strategic brilliance becomes even more apparent when you consider the audience. Dancing with the Stars attracts exactly the demographic that Meghan has been desperately trying to court: mainstream American television viewers who might be curious about royal drama but aren't necessarily invested in British politics or protocol. By appearing on their favorite show, in the context of supporting a beloved figure like Robert Irwin, William positioned himself as relatable, caring, and genuinely likable. He wasn't trying to sell them anything, lecture them about lifestyle choices, or position himself as some kind of guru. He was simply being a decent human being on national television. The contrast with Meghan's approach couldn't have been starker. While she's been trying to force her way into American consciousness through calculated publicity moves and lifestyle branding, William achieved more genuine connection and positive coverage with one heartfelt video message than she's managed in years of trying. Palace sources suggest that Princess Catherine's well-known love for both the American and British versions of dancing competition shows may have influenced the decision to appear on Dancing with the Stars. The future queen is reportedly a huge fan of both series, which added an extra layer of authenticity to William's participation. The message was clear. While Meghan struggles to maintain relevance through increasingly desperate publicity attempts, the working royals continue to demonstrate natural charisma, genuine warmth, and the kind of leadership qualities that actually resonate with international audiences. And the American media took notice. The behind-the-scenes reality at Netflix regarding Meghan's cooking show is absolutely brutal, and industry insiders are finally speaking out about what they're calling one of the most problematic celebrity partnerships in streaming history. The leaked details paint a picture of a company that has completely lost faith in their Sussex investment and is just counting down the days until they can move on. Multiple Netflix executives have privately described Meghan's show as dead on arrival, with one particularly candid source revealing that staff members can't wait to get shot of this dud of a series. The lack of enthusiasm within the company is so palpable that it's affecting every aspect of the show's production and promotion. What particularly damaging is how Netflix handled the promotional rollout, or rather, how they didn't handle it. In stark contrast to their usual marketing blitz for high-profile content, they've essentially abandoned any serious promotional efforts for Meghan's cooking show. There are no advanced screening clips being sent to television programmers, no magazine covers being secured, no coordinated media appearances being arranged. This radio silence from Netflix's marketing department is unprecedented for a project featuring someone with Meghan's supposed star power and public recognition. The message is crystal clear. earlier, they have zero confidence in this content performing well, and they're not willing to throw good money after bad trying to promote it. Industry sources reveal that Netflix executives were unsure what Meghan was actually going to deliver throughout the production process, which explains their reluctance to invest heavily in promotion before seeing the finished product. The uncertainty suggests that Meghan's vision for the show may have been constantly shifting, making it impossible for the network to develop effective marketing strategies. The contrast with Victoria Beckham's recent Netflix documentary success is particularly embarrassing for Meghan's camp. Beckham's project received full promotional support, generated massive buzz, and delivered exactly the kind of engaging content that streaming audiences actually want to watch. It became the template for how celebrity lifestyle content should be done, making Meghan's effort look even more amateurish by comparison. Netflix staff are reportedly finding the whole situation hilarious, particularly Meghan's apparent belief that she can somehow compete with major royal events and state visits for public attention. The delusion level required to think that a cooking show could overshadow the pomp and circumstance of official royal duties has become a source of genuine amusement within the company. Even more telling is the complete absence of organic celebrity support for Meghan's project. While successful Netflix launches typically see stars' famous friends posting supportive messages and generating buzz on social media, Meghan's cooking show announcement was met with deafening silence from her supposed Hollywood network. The streaming giant has already shifted their resources and attention to other projects, essentially treating Meghan's show as a contractual obligation they need to fulfill rather than a genuine content opportunity. They're going through the motions because they have to, not because they want to or believe in the project's potential. This behind-the-scenes reality makes Prince William's effortless success with his Dancing with the Stars appearance even more devastating for Meghan's already fragile reputation in Hollywood. The timing of Prince William's Dancing with the Stars appearance wasn't just coincidence, it was what royal insiders are calling a perfectly executed strategic strike that demonstrates just how sophisticated the palace's media operations have become. Sources close to the situation suggest that William's team not only knew about Meghan's planned poster launch, but deliberately chose to overshadow it with maximum impact. Palace communications experts have apparently been studying Meghan and Harry's publicity patterns for months, tracking when they typically announce projects and how they coordinate their media appearances. This intelligence gathering has allowed them to anticipate Sussex moves and prepare counter-strategies that consistently leave the couple looking amateurish and poorly planned. The Robert Irwin message wasn't a last-minute decision. Royal sources reveal that William's team had been coordinating with Dancing with the Stars producers for weeks, carefully timing the video release to coincide with maximum viewership and media impact. They knew exactly when Meghan was planning her Netflix reveal, and they positioned William's appearance to completely dominate the news cycle at the crucial moment. This level of strategic planning marks a significant evolution in how the working royals approach media warfare with the Sussexes. Gone are the days of simply ignoring Harry and Meghan's provocations and hoping they would fade away. Instead, the palace has developed a proactive approach that consistently outmaneuvers their former colleagues with superior timing, better content, and more authentic messaging. The sophistication of this operation becomes even more apparent when you consider the American angle. Williams' team specifically chose an American television platform that reaches exactly the audience Meghan has been desperately trying to court. By appearing on Dancing with the Stars, he wasn't just stealing her thunder, he was demonstrating superior understanding of American media landscape and audience preferences. Palace insiders suggest that this strategic approach was influenced by the massive success of King Charles and Queen Camilla's surprise appearance on American Idol, which generated overwhelmingly positive coverage and proved that authentic royal engagement with American entertainment could be incredibly effective. Williams' team clearly studied that playbook and executed it even more precisely. The timing also sent a subtle but unmistakable message to Hollywood executives and American media figures. The working royals are the ones with genuine star power and authentic appeal, while the Sussexes are increasingly desperate wannabes who can't compete when it comes to actual charisma and public connection. What makes this even more brilliant is how effortless William made it look. While Meghan's Netflix poster felt calculated and try-hard, William's dancing show appearance seemed natural, spontaneous, and genuinely heartfelt. The contrast reinforced all the worst perceptions about Meghan being fake and manipulative, while positioning William as authentic and relatable. Royal communications experts believe this represents a new phase in the ongoing Sussex saga, where the palace moves from defensive to offensive strategies. Instead of simply responding to Harry and Meghan's provocations, they're now anticipating them and consistently staying one step ahead. The message to the Sussexes was unmistakable. Every time you try to grab headlines, we'll grab them better, faster, and with more authentic content that actually resonates with the audiences you're trying to reach. The aftermath of Prince William's perfectly timed television appearance was reportedly explosive behind the scenes at Meghan's Montecito mansion, with sources close to the situation revealing that the former actress was absolutely livid at being so thoroughly outmaneuvered by the future king. The level of fury was apparently unprecedented, even by Meghan's famously dramatic standards. According to insiders who witnessed Meghan's reaction firsthand, she immediately recognized what had happened and was less than pleased would be a massive understatement. One source described her as being in a complete state of rage, furiously scrolling through news websites and social media to see her carefully planned Netflix announcement being completely buried under wall-to-wall coverage of William's Dancing with the Stars moment. The psychological impact of this media defeat cannot be overstated. Meghan had spent weeks, possibly months, planning what she believed would be her triumphant return to relevance with the Netflix poster launch. She had calculated the timing, coordinated with her publicity team, and genuinely believed she would dominate the news cycle on her chosen day. Instead, she watched in horror as Prince William effortlessly captured exactly the kind of positive American media attention that she has been desperately chasing for years. The royal who she and Harry have consistently tried to portray as stuffy and out of touch was suddenly being praised across American television and social media for his warmth, charisma, and genuine connection with audiences. Sources reveal that Meghan spent hours on the phone with her publicity team, demanding explanations for how William's appearance hadn't been anticipated and prevented. The conversations were reportedly heated, with Meghan expressing frustration that her expensive public relations machinery had been completely outmaneuvered by what appeared to be a simple, authentic gesture from the palace. What made the situation even more infuriating for Meghan was the organic nature of the positive coverage William received. While she has to pay enormous sums for publicity representation and strategic media placements, William generated millions of dollars worth of positive coverage with one heartfelt video message that cost nothing and felt completely natural. The contrast highlighted everything that has gone wrong with Meghan's approach to American media. While she's been trying to force herself into relevance through calculated lifestyle branding and manufactured controversy, William demonstrated the kind of authentic leadership and genuine charisma that actually resonates with international audiences. Royal watchers suggest that this defeat was particularly devastating for Meghan because it came at such a crucial moment for her Netflix partnership. With industry insiders already questioning the viability of her cooking show, the last thing she needed was to be completely overshadowed during her major promotional push. The timing also reinforced perceptions that Meghan's team lacks the strategic sophistication of the working royals. While she's been playing checkers with obvious publicity moves and predictable announcement timing, William's team has been playing chess, consistently staying several moves ahead and anticipating her every attempt at relevance. For someone who built her entire post-royal identity around being a superior media strategist, being so thoroughly outplayed by the institution she claims to have outsmarted must have been absolutely devastating. But the humiliation was far from over. The Catherine connection to Prince William's Dancing with the Stars appearance adds an extra layer of devastating irony that makes Meghan's defeat even more personally painful. Sources close to the Princess of Wales reveal that Catherine is not just a casual viewer of dance competition shows, she's genuinely passionate about both the American and British versions, making William's appearance feel authentic rather than calculated. Palace insiders suggest that Catherine's well-documented love for Strictly Come Dancing and Dancing with the Stars may have been the inspiration behind William's decision to appear on the show. The future queen reportedly watches both series religiously, understands the format intimately, and has often expressed admiration for the contestants' dedication and artistry. This personal connection makes William's video message feel genuinely heartfelt rather than a publicity stunt. When he appeared to support Robert Irwin, he wasn't just going through the motions for strategic reasons. He was participating in something that his wife genuinely cares about and understands. The authenticity comes through in every word of his message. For Meghan, this detail must be particularly galling because it highlights yet another area where Catherine effortlessly excels while she struggles. The Princess of Wales manages to be genuinely interested in popular entertainment without seeming desperate or try-hard, while Meghan's attempts to connect with mainstream audiences consistently feel forced and inauthentic. Royal watchers have long noted Catherine's ability to balance genuine personal interests with her royal duties in a way that feels natural and relatable. Her passion for dance shows isn't a calculated attempt to seem more approachable, it's simply who she is, and that authenticity translates into everything she and William do together. The contrast with Meghan's approach couldn't be starker. While Catherine allows her genuine interests to inform royal engagements organically, Meghan seems to reverse engineer her public persona based on what she thinks will generate positive coverage. The difference in authenticity is immediately apparent to audiences. Industry experts suggest that Catherine's dance show enthusiasm may have also influenced the strategic timing of William's appearance. Someone who genuinely understands the format, the audience, and the cultural impact of these shows would be perfectly positioned to advise on when and how to make maximum impact. This also explains why William looked so comfortable and natural in his video message. He wasn't stepping into unfamiliar territory or trying to fake interest in something he doesn't understand. He was supporting a format that his wife loves, appearing on a show that their household genuinely watches and appreciates. The personal touch makes Meghan's calculated Netflix poster launch look even more artificial by comparison. While William was drawing on real family interests and authentic connections, Meghan was manufacturing lifestyle content that feels disconnected from any genuine passion or expertise. Royal sources suggest that Catherine's influence on William's media strategy has been increasingly significant, helping him connect with international audiences in ways that feel natural rather than forced. Her understanding of popular culture combined with her impeccable judgment about timing and tone may be one of the monarchy's most valuable strategic assets. For Meghan, watching the woman she reportedly sees as her rival effortlessly succeed where she consistently fails must be absolutely devastating. Prince William's Dancing with the Stars triumph represents the latest evolution in what palace insiders are calling the American Idol strategy, a sophisticated approach to international media engagement that was first perfected by King Charles and Queen Camilla with devastating effectiveness. The parallels between these royal television appearances reveal a coordinated campaign that consistently outmaneuvers Sussex publicity attempts. The King and Queen's surprise appearance on American Idol, alongside Katy Perry and Lionel Richie, was nothing short of a masterclass in soft diplomacy. Their natural warmth, genuine humor, and obvious comfort with American entertainment culture generated overwhelmingly positive coverage and got America talking about the British monarchy in ways that felt fresh and exciting, rather than stuffy or outdated. That American Idol moment proved several crucial points that William's team clearly studied and applied to the Dancing with the Stars appearance. First, authentic engagement with popular American television can generate millions of dollars worth of positive publicity at virtually no cost. Second, American audiences respond incredibly well to royals who seem genuinely interested in their culture rather than condescending to it. Most importantly, both appearances demonstrated that the working royals possess natural charisma and media savvy that makes Sussex attempts at relevance look amateurish by comparison. While Harry and Meghan have spent years trying to force their way into American consciousness through controversial interviews and manufactured drama, Charles, Camilla, and William have achieved better results with genuine warmth and authentic engagement. The strategic sophistication becomes even more apparent when you consider the timing of both appearances. The American Idol moment came at a period when the monarchy needed positive international coverage, and it delivered exactly that. William's Dancing with the Stars appearance came precisely when Meghan was attempting her own publicity push, and it completely overshadowed her efforts. This suggests a level of media planning and coordination within the palace that few observers previously realized existed. The days of the monarchy simply hoping that good works would speak for themselves are clearly over. Instead, they've developed a proactive media strategy that consistently positions the working royals as the authentic, charismatic faces of modern monarchy. The success of this approach has apparently been noticed in Hollywood, where industry insiders are increasingly viewing the working royals as genuine celebrities with authentic appeal, while the Sussexes are seen as desperate wannabes who can't compete when it comes to actual star power. What makes this strategy particularly brilliant is how effortless it appears. Neither Charles and Camilla's American Idol appearance nor William's Dancing with the Stars moment felt calculated or forced. They seemed like natural extensions of the royals' genuine personalities and interests, which makes them infinitely more effective than obvious publicity stunts. The message to the Sussexes is unmistakable. While you've been trying to manufacture relevance through controversy and lifestyle branding, we've been building genuine connections with international audiences through authentic engagement and natural charisma. For Meghan, watching this coordinated royal media strategy consistently outperform her expensive publicity campaigns must be absolutely infuriating. Every time she thinks she's found a path to American relevance, the working royals demonstrate that they can do it better, faster, and with more authentic appeal. The most deliciously ironic aspect of Meghan's fury over being overshadowed is how desperately she still clings to her royal title while simultaneously claiming that titles mean nothing to her. This fundamental hypocrisy was on full display during her Netflix poster disaster, revealing just how much her entire identity still depends on the very institution she claims to have outgrown. Remember that iconic moment during the Oprah interview when Meghan smugly declared, "I see celebrities all the time. Titles mean nothing." She delivered this line with such conviction, such apparent disdain for the trappings of royalty, that many viewers believed she had genuinely moved beyond caring about her connection to the monarchy. Fast forward to her Netflix promotional materials, and what do we see? Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, prominently featured in every single piece of marketing. Not Meghan Markle, entrepreneur, or Meghan, lifestyle expert, or even just plain Meghan. No, she insists on that royal title being front and center, because deep down she knows it's the only thing that makes her remotely interesting to international audiences. This desperate clinging to royal status while publicly rejecting it reveals the fundamental contradiction at the heart of Meghan's entire post-royal strategy. She wants to have it both ways, criticizing the monarchy while simultaneously trading on the prestige and recognition that her brief time within it provided. The contrast with how the working royals handle their titles is stark and revealing. Prince William doesn't need to constantly remind people of his status because his actions and character speak for themselves. When he appears on Dancing with the Stars, he's not desperately brandishing his title like a marketing tool, he's simply being himself, and his natural authority and charisma shine through. Catherine, despite being destined to be queen, has never seemed desperate to emphasize her royal status. She lets her work, her grace, and her genuine connection with people establish her credibility. The title enhances who she already is rather than defining her entirely. For Meghan, however, the Duchess title has become a security blanket she literally cannot function without. Every business venture, every public appearance, every social media post features that title prominently because she understands, perhaps better than anyone, that without it she's just a former cable television actress who most people had never heard of before she married Harry. The Netflix poster debacle highlighted this dependence perfectly. While the content of her show is supposedly about her expertise in lifestyle and entertaining, the marketing relies entirely on her royal connection to generate interest. She's not selling her cooking skills or design aesthetic, she's selling her proximity to the British throne. This makes Prince William's effortless success even more devastating for her psyche. He demonstrates daily that genuine royal authority doesn't need to be constantly proclaimed or marketed. It simply exists, naturally and authentically, in a way that no amount of calculated publicity can replicate. Watching someone possess effortlessly what she can only approximate through desperate marketing must be absolutely torturous for someone with Meghan's level of ambition and insecurity. But the broader implications were even more damaging. Prince William's Dancing with the Stars triumph represents far more than just a single publicity victory over Meghan Markle. It signals a fundamental shift in how the monarchy approaches modern media challenges and positions William as the institution's most powerful weapon against ongoing Sussex provocations. The implications for the future of royal media strategy are absolutely game-changing. What we witnessed wasn't just superior timing or better publicity coordination. This was a demonstration of evolved royal leadership that understands how to compete in today's media landscape while maintaining the dignity and authenticity that makes the monarchy genuinely special. William has become the perfect synthesis of traditional royal gravitas and modern media savvy. The strategic sophistication displayed in this operation suggests that William's team has been studying American media patterns, audience preferences, and cultural touchstones, with the kind of detailed analysis that rivals any Hollywood publicity operation. They understand how to reach international audiences without compromising royal dignity or appearing desperate for attention. This evolution is particularly significant because it addresses one of the monarchy's greatest vulnerabilities in recent years. The Sussexes have consistently tried to portray the working royals as out of touch, stuffy, and unable to connect with modern audiences, particularly in America. William's natural success on American television completely demolishes that narrative. By demonstrating authentic charisma, genuine warmth, and effortless connection with popular culture, William proves that the working royals don't need to abandon their principles or chase controversy to remain relevant. They simply need to be themselves, but strategically and with perfect timing. The broader implications for Meghan and Harry's long-term prospects are devastating. If the working royals can consistently generate better American media coverage through authentic engagement rather than manufactured drama, what purpose do the Sussexes serve? Their entire brand has been built on being the modern alternative to traditional royalty. But William's Dancing with the Stars appearance proves that traditional royalty can be plenty modern when it wants to be, and infinitely more appealing than the Sussex brand of perpetual grievance and lifestyle marketing. Palace insiders suggest that this represents William's preparation for his eventual role as king. He's learning how to project British soft power on the global stage, building the kind of international relationships and cultural connections that will serve the monarchy well for decades to come. The contrast with Meghan's struggles couldn't be more stark. While she burns through expensive publicity teams and fails to generate organic enthusiasm for her projects, William creates genuine excitement and positive coverage through simple authenticity and strategic timing. For the Sussex brand, this represents an existential threat. If the working royals can consistently outperform them in the very areas where Harry and Meghan claim superiority, what's their unique value proposition? Why would anyone choose manufactured controversy over authentic royal leadership? The answer is increasingly clear: they wouldn't. Prince William isn't just countering Sussex publicity moves anymore. He's systematically destroying their entire narrative about modern royalty. And if this Dancing with the Stars triumph is any indication, he's just getting started. The future king has found his voice, his strategy, and his secret weapon against Sussex drama. For Meghan and Harry, that should be absolutely terrifying.